you better. Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.
Hey guys, what's the deal? Keep it real. We are back with Pussykat Chronicles, and tonight I got the lovely Deja.
Hello.
And I'm so excited to have her. But before we get into anything, I want to give a shout out to our wine sponsor, which is Pearson Brothers. Make sure you check them out. The wine is off the chain, and you only need about a glass and a half to get you there. But let's jump right into it, okay? First, how do you identify sexually?
I am bisexual.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And when did you know? Was this something you always knew, or is this something you came to the conclusion?
It was, so I kind of was like experimenting toward like middle school. I'd say.
Early.
So I like sixth grade. I had a girlfriend, like
Right.
a best friend that like we would just like we'd kiss and all this stuff. And I was like, okay, cool.
Dope.
So ever since then, I just knew that I liked girls, and I was like, okay. And obviously, I like boys, but I was just like, interesting. So I like in high school is when it was solidified. Like this is what I want, and this is how I identify.
Did you have a girlfriend in high school? Have you ever had a girlfriend?
Well, like an actual girlfriend.
Yes.
No. Aside from like sixth grade, but that doesn't.
Oh no, that don't count. That don't count at all.
Don't
Don't count.
I've had things and flings and stuff, but an actual girlfriend, no.
Would you ever have a girlfriend?
I've been talking about this for like 2 years now. Yes, I
Okay.
would, but bitches are crazy.
Bitches
And I'm
are
crazy too.
Yes,
So
yes, definitely.
It's different between like a male and a female, but to have it female and female, it's like it's something. It is
So
something.
how old were you when you lost your virginity? 14. Every girl I brought on this show, we're all ashamed to say it, and we all have said 14
years old.
That is the age, I think. Honestly, you are like the every girl I bring, we're all 14 years old. How old were you when you lost your oral virginity?
Also 14.
Oh, you was 14 too?
Because I started off like sucking dick. Because I used to watch a lot of porn growing up.
Wait, so you was sucking dick before you was having sex?
Yeah.
You was one of those girls.
Yeah.
Okay, because most of the time them girls was white. You know, black girls, back in the day, we was not doing all that.
Well, because like all the porn I watched, I was like, damn, they sucking dick. I'm like, this is crazy. And so I just knew like when I first sucked a dick that it was just like forgive me, Lord, a God-given talent.
Ooh.
A God-given talent.
Okay, I got so many questions. Before I get to those questions, how did you know it was God-given talent? And what kind of talents can you offer to our audience? Because we all want to get better at this.
Okay, I knew it was a God-given talent because it was just so natural, and I could easily like throat, like no matter the size, throat a dick. And like I just had the motions right. Like it was just everything was so perfect and it flowed so perfectly, and now it's literally my favorite thing to do. I'm actually having.
Oh wait, don't go. Wait, hold on. Let me get to my next question. On this, okay, you kind of answered already, but on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being an amateur, 10 being a throat goat, what would you rate yourself?
A 12.
Ooh, what?
Yes.
And so we had spoke off camera,
Yes,
and you had mentioned something to me, a term that I had never heard before. Now I'm using it all day. For real, I done put a few people onto this term, girl. I'm not playing. Tell me what you consider yourself.
A semen demon.
Girl. No, she didn't!
A semen demon.
Yo, okay, because look, me and my husband, Kareem, we argue about this all the time. And I always tell him, and please be honest, because this is like, we really go back and forth about this. I'm not a semen demon at all. I hate semen. Matter of fact, I don't even like when we're having sex, like when he comes on me, I'm like, get a towel, hurry, get a towel, you know? So for me, like I've tried to, I don't know if I've ever tried to swallow, but I tried to take it in my mouth. And it's just, for me, the whole thought of it is so...
Like, what the fuck?
I just see these little
Shut the fuck up!
Like, cause in school they show you those little sperm, and I just feel them like in my throat, and I'm just like,
those the kids going for a swim.
No, I can't do it, and it like totally disgusts me. But what I want to know, what is it about swallowing cum that you like?
I feel like it's so fulfilling just to see, like, the male's reaction. They're like, damn, you a nasty bitch. I'm like, yes, I am. Like, I just like to gargle it in my mouth, like Listerine, and just swallow it, because I'm like, yeah, daddy, I'm dirt.
Yes. And that's what I told him, though. This is what I told him. I said, women do not like swallowing cum. It's the reaction of the male that we get glorification from, or get the feeling of, I like doing this. It's from the reaction from the male. And same thing I said, where you be like, oh, she nasty.
And also, I just like nut. So
but do you like the taste?
It depends. It depends, because sometimes it tastes like battery acid, and then sometimes it doesn't taste like anything. It's just like, because they eat so much fruit and drink a lot of water, and they don't fucking drink or anything like that. So it depends. I have a certain couple that I like where it doesn't taste like anything, and then if I know it tastes like something, I'm gonna spit it back on your dick like some spit, and just
go for broke, huh? Okay. And you know what? A girl told me once, she was giving me advice about oral sex. And I want to share this with everyone, because it was actually really good advice. Like, I came home and I did it, and it was definitely a thing. And she told me that it's not even about the man. She said when she's giving head, she is one with the dick. Okay?
Literally.
And she said it is about your relationship with the dick. It ain't even got nothing to do with him. Love it.
Love it. Caress it. Everything. Just make love to the dick with your mouth, your hands, the throat, everything. Like, you and the dick have to be one. Fuck him.
Yes.
It's like, you call a nigga, like, put your dick on the phone. I don't want to talk to you. Put him on the phone.
Right.
That's how it has to be. That's your man right there.
Exactly.
The penis.
And when I did that, honestly, it was so much more like passion and more like, and then it was even turning me on more, because I was like really like one with it, you know? Do you like, does it bother, will you suck a soft dick and like get it hard in your mouth? Okay, I'm asking you this because I know some guys don't like that. And I personally love to do that. I like to feel it growing in my mouth. It makes me feel good, because I know that I'm doing something right. And it gets me acclimated to the size.
Yes.
I don't want to go onto a fully erect penis. I want to get acclimated to the size. So fellas, if you're watching, which I know y'all are, stop tripping about that. No one's caring about. We like that. Like, please, like, let us do our thing. Like, trust. It's better for you.
Trust the process.
Absolutely. Now, this is another thing girls are doing that, you know, it's the new trend, and she said nothing's off limits. Do you eat the groceries?
I have.
Okay. And how did that happen? How did you feel about it? Would you do it again? Let's start it. How did it happen?
Okay. Well, I wanted to spice up my sex life with a partner that I had in the past, and so we introduced toys.
Okay.
And so I had like a little bullet vibrator or whatever, and so one day I was just like sucking his dick, and like I just like kind of pushed his legs back, and like I was looking the gooch. I was like, okay, let me just sneak a little lower. And then I started eating his ass, and so he liked it, and I was like, oh. And then we started introducing toys, and then and it's only been maybe like one other guy after that, because like most of the niggas that I fuck with, like, they'll be like, oh, nah, you ain't finna play with my ass until you get to the gooch, and then you get to the ass, and they're like, oh, wait, yeah, you can come from your butt.
And that's my next question but you answered it, you know, have guys rejected that? Because I know some guys are like, I'm not doing that, and it's been like a situation, just pretty much like, no.
Like, so I don't push it on to the men that I fuck with, like, we'll have conversations, and I'll jokingly be like, oh yeah, like, I'm a blah 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 blah. And so like if I see like he not like really fucking with it, I'm like, okay, cool. I just like to test the waters a little bit, but like it's fine. It's not like a requirement like to be with me. Like, you gotta let me eat
your
ass.
Of course not. Of course not. But I want to talk about it because girls are doing it.
Mm-hmm. And I'm a fucking pleaser. I want to please you in any way possible. Yeah.
And everyone's acting like they're not doing it, but they're getting it done. Mm-hmm. So I want to talk to someone who's real, gonna own it and be like, and again, it's about how you feel, how they're feeling, right? About their reaction and how that turns you on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I've personally never done it, but like I said, for me, all of the whole process of sex is about, the turn on for us is how you make the other person react.
Comfortability and everything. Like, the more comfortable you are, the more open you are to everything. And it's just like, it's supposed to be a fun, pleasurable experience. You should want to be able to please your partner in ways that someone else might not be able to, and just have that full-on comfort with each other.
Now, what do you think about guys that say that shit is gay?
I would just say don't knock it till you try it. Like, if you're very firm on not getting your ass ate, that's cool. Do your thing, whatever. But for the niggas who do, I love you. I love you.
Right. I don't think, you know what?
His own.
I don't necessarily think it's gay. Yeah, I think that long as it feels good, like, how can you put a sexuality to that? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. I don't necessarily think so, but
it's just another way for you. It's literally just another avenue to an orgasm.
Right. Absolutely.
That's literally all it is. Just like that. Like, some dudes like to fuck a girl in her butt. Like, you fucking somebody in their butt. Is that gay?
Speaking of that, are you a fan of this?
That's another thing I did before I lost my virginity.
What? This girl is crazy. How do you do all these things that you do? I didn't do that till I was like engaged, nigga, like 4 years ago. How do you? It's all the porn you were watching, huh?
It wasn't. It was because I was so firm on like not losing my vaginal virginity. Okay. I was like, no, just put it in my butt, like, because I don't want to, pop my cherry or whatever.
Right.
And so that's what I was doing. And then afterwards, I was like, nah. So
are you a fan of it?
Not really, but oh my God, I recently had a partner. Like, it was just like my body was so relaxed, and I was like, oh my, he damn near had his whole fist in my ass. I was like, you and I, we're gonna do this.
Well, see, the first time I've ever had that done to me, this guy, he just did it. He didn't even do it. He like attempted to do it, and it just hurt me so bad that I was just like, hell no. And then the next time I did it with my husband, and he knew how to do it. And the key to that is like, that's like a 30-minute process. Girl. You cannot just go up in there.
No.
The girl have to be fully relaxed, but
so relaxed.
But on top of being fully relaxed, they need to finger the butt. They need to lick
everything. It's all preparation. And there's all like, to be honest, there's also like a preparation period too before that as well. Yeah. Like, if you're like doing it like for real, like, you gotta do all types of shit. You gotta just clear out and get yourself together. And so with that, I'm just like, I only had one person really do that. I mean, we haven't done it yet, but like, have me so relaxed, and I was like, oh yeah, like, we can. This is something that I'm willing to do again.
It's a whole different sensation.
It's a whole different realm. It's a whole different everything. Like, I done actually had a dick accidentally slip into my butt. Oh my God, my butt was so sore for like a week. I was like, what the fuck?
No.
So you have to really, you gotta be just.
It's like that's what I love about it too, is that it's like an ease. It's like you gotta keep easing. You gotta be so gentle with it and so sensual with it, because it's not just an ease. They need to be all on your neck, biting your neck and your ear, licking in your ear, because you gotta forget that they're trying to get in here.
Into your butt.
And relax. But at the same time, it's just an ease. It's an ease, So,
amen.
Any only advice I could give to you women is, fully, I would suggest drinking. Let's have some wine. Get you some some whatever it is you drink to relax you all the way where you're really feeling freaky, and then, like I said, it should not even go in past 25 minutes. It should be a whole 25, 30-minute process of trying to get inside of there, and if it's done right, it's actually very good.
Very much so.
Cheers to
Very
that.
much. Cheers. Cheers to buttholes.
Okay, so let me.
Ooh, this is good.
I told you.
Ooh.
I told you. It's so
oh my
good.
God, it tastes like juice. This is dangerous.
Girl, it's dangerous.
I'm about to fuck the whole.
Girl, it is dangerous. That's why I can't eat. Girl, I'm acting like I'm doing it, but I'm not.
Shit.
Okay, so this is gonna be edited because I need to look at my notes right quick. Let's see if I got everything. Okay. How many minutes are we? Damn, we only have 15 minutes.
How long does normal?
The best sex you ever had and why?
Oh my God. This is a hard one.
It is, because you gotta go in your memory bank. Or the best one you could think of.
Damn. Oh, okay. Well, the best sex I've ever had, it started off with a massage. Like, just
hold up. Before
dangerous.
That's what I'm about to say.
Dangerous.
Ladies, if y'all don't know by now, if you don't plan on having sex, do not let a man give you a massage.
Do not, because he gonna massage right into your coochie, bitch.
That's a trick.
Right.
If you don't know that.
Your coochie.
Yes, or finish. Go ahead.
But yeah, it just started off. Well, this was actually planned out for our content, so for OnlyFans and shit.
Okay.
So yeah, he started off massaging my body, getting me all oiled up and stuff. So he's just so sensual and like just like affectionate and kissy, touchy, rubby. I'm just like, this is relaxing me. And yeah, it was just like, whoa. Like I can squirt by myself for sure, but like to actually squirt from penetration, it's only happened maybe like a handful of times in my life.
Wow.
And so he did it, and I was like, what the fuck? Just unlocked inside of me right now. And yeah, so it was a couple sessions. So it was to the bed, and then I had answered a phone call, and he was fucking me while I was on the phone. Like, it was a business thing, and I'm over here just like trying not to just scream.
Yeah.
I'm like, I love it here.
You know what? I'm gonna backtrack about those tips I gave about anal sex. Start with a massage. From the massage, let them eat the booty.
Mm-hmm.
From there, let them finger the booty.
Finger that ass.
And from there, another finger. And from there, another finger.
Bitch, until you get the whole just...
And then...
At that point.
Start to bite on the neck. This is for you fellas. This ain't even for the females. This is for y'all. I'm trying to teach y'all how it goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Start biting on the neck. Start licking in the ear with them fingers. And then start to ease the tip in. And then you ease the rest in. Okay, let me hear about the worst sexual experience you ever had.
My good Lord. I done had a lot of those too. Shit. What's the most recent one? Ooh. I would say, okay. I have a thing against like quick nutters and like
what's considered quick for you?
I'd say like within like a couple minutes because it's like that's how I distinguish like a man who's trying to please me and make me come before them versus a nigga just trying to get a nut off.
Right.
Like, because it's just, there's nothing special about it. It's just trash. It's bullshit. I'm just there like, like, okay, like, you don't give a fuck that I'm not even wet. You just stick your dick in and think kissing my neck is gonna just get me all. Kiss my neck for like 2 fucking seconds. Like, you don't even fucking finger my pussy. You just stick your fingers in and then rub the outside and then put your dick in. Like, I am dry as the fucking Sahara right now. And you keep trying to spit start my coochie.
No.
I'm not even wet. Like, what the fuck?
Like, this is a Rolls Royce. You gotta warm that thing up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
don't be in a rush.
I hate that about guys too, where it's just like, I want to be to the point. And this is for men. I want to be to the point where I'm begging you to stick it in. Tease me.
So
get me
bad.
to the point where I'm begging. Put it in. Put it in. You know. And if I'm not begging you to put it in, then do not put it in because I'm not ready. You know? So, yeah.
Speak on that shit. Foreplay is major. It's like a good fuck. Like, good like 20, shit, damn near 20 to 30 minutes. Like, I just need all of it. Just everything. Just make me feel so fucking good. I want to make you feel good. And then you done warmed up the oven. Now, let's get it popping.
Well, that's how I feel. I feel like I only need a good 6 minutes of penetration, but I need a good 30 of the foreplay. You know? And it's everything.
Foreplay is key.
Yeah.
Major key. Stop trying to stick your dick in so quick. Please, you ladies.
Yeah.
Please.
Definitely.
Please, you ladies.
Let me see. Where else are we going to go here? This is off the top of the dome. Let's see. where are we going next? Do you have any questions for me?
Man.
Well, I think of some questions for you. Hold up.
Let me see. Hold on. Because, ooh. Wait. Okay, I want to know. Have you had group sex?
No.
Never?
Is a threesome group sex?
Sex? I'll say like group sex is like 4+.
No, girl. No. Have you done that? Put a finger down if you if you've ever had group sex. Exactly. How did you like that?
It was great. I just something about multiple people, and it's just a vibe. It's literally like ecstasy. Mm-hmm. It just feels amazing. Everyone just kind of vibing together, especially when you have the right energies with each other. Like, it's unbeatable. I would say definitely unbeatable. I also love a good threesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's not a lot of things. There's things that I've never done that I probably will never do now because I'm married. But there was things that I wanted to do, but I just the way I was raised wouldn't allow me to do it. And it's like, or just the way society looks at you would not allow me to go there sexually. And I think it really sucks. And that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this podcast is I want to talk about sex and bring it from a female perspective. Right. And just, dispel a lot of the shame that is around sex, a lot of the secrecy that's around sex. But it's like at the same time, you know what I felt like this week? I felt like, so I'm on Instagram, I'm looking through Instagram, like, and everything is like so sex filled, So and I'm like, damn, and I'm doing a show talk. Like, I'm just adding to it, but at the same time, I was like, but I'm coming from a sex positive place, And it's like with sex, it can be so great, but there's a dark and evil side to sex as well. Hell yeah. And so hell yeah. That's where I'm like in the middle of trying to bring content that is not adding to just this overflow of sex and sexuality, but just more bringing an understanding and dispelling the secrecy and shame, because I definitely felt a lot of shame, around sex,
Absolutely.
Let's see, what else did I want to ask you?
Actually, speaking about shame,
let's talk about it.
Let me story time you guys real quick.
Please.
So growing up, I was very sexual, of course, and no one really understood that about me, which is why I'm so open about it now, and I do things that I do.
We're gonna get to that in the next episode. We ain't talking about that this episode.
And so, in high school, there was a moment where I wouldn't even consider it a threesome. It was just like two guys. And so, one of them, like I was giving head to one of them, and then the other one, he was recording me without my knowledge and had posted it. This is
high school?
My freshman year in high school.
God.
Posted it on fucking Facebook, bitch.
On Facebook?
Wow. Bitch, by the end of the day, it was like a movie. I walked out like how in high school movies and shit, you see
and everyone's
staring at their phone and looking at you.
It was like that.
I was like, what the fuck? And so they called me to the office, and I was like, what the fuck? And
they called your mom?
Everything, bitch. My parents. It was crazy.
And tell me, how did your parents, like, did they beat your ass? Like, what happened?
Yeah, my mom for sure.
I'm about to say, I would have beat my daughter's ass.
For sure beat my ass. But it was just like, that shit was just like, what the fuck?
Did you change schools? Like, I probably would have changed school. Like, I probably would have been.
My mom was not.
No, she made
me. Yes.
Did you want to change schools?
Bitch, I wanted to just be gone out of there. So
and she wouldn't let you.
No, she wouldn't. She just let me fucking suffer. And so since then, like the rest of my high school years, like I had started to open up more and really grow and become the person that I am now. But it was so hard because I dealt with bullying even more.
Hell yeah.
I was already being bullied. Like, that was just like next level shit.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, what the fuck? Like, that really happened to me. as a fucking 15-year-old.
Let me ask you this, and this is like on a serious note. Were your first sexual experience, whether it was consensual or non-consensual, were you like touched as a little girl? Do you think is that why you're so sexual? Because I know girls that been sexually active since they was 3 because someone was touching on them, and then they're having sex at 12. It's like, but they've been sexually active since it's not even their fault. Like you know. So I definitely want to just touch on that, because I feel like a lot of times our innocence is taken away from us. You know, and I've been doing a documentary recently, and I've been asking a lot of questions, and I've been learning a lot about myself through the documentary. And one thing that I came to the conclusion, and this is my own hypothesis, my own opinion, is that, your first sexual experiences actually determine your desires.
Oh, yes.
And the things that you like. And this is not your first consensual sexual experiences. These are your first sexual experiences.
Just ever, and I strongly believe that due to what I had went through as a child and starting off with sex so early with someone who was like basically legally considered an adult.
Yeah.
Like it's the cause of my hypersexuality.
Absolutely.
Why I'm so just out there and just like I don't give a fuck because of that. And it's been a struggle growing up and just accepting that and really coming to terms with like that's how I am.
Right.
And especially, I have to say this, like in the Black community, when things like this happen in your family, it gets swept under the rug.
Let's talk about it.
It gets swept under the rug. They don't believe you, and they just act like it never happened and still bring you around these same family members and these same people that they consider family, like knowing that they did this to their daughter, their son. Like it's crazy.
Was that your experience?
It was a family member.
So when it happened to you, did you told right away? Did you hold it?
No, I held it until it was found out through like text messages and stuff.
Okay. And then when they found out, did they blame you or did they blame him? Like how did it was? Because if they found out through text messages, I feel like they put some little blame on you.
Oh yeah, it was for sure.
I knew when you said text, I know that they put some blame on you. You know,
immediately. Yeah. So it wasn't really. It was a family friend, and so yeah, blame was for sure put on me because I mean I'm a girl.
Yeah.
So obviously they're gonna shame their daughter.
Right.
Which is crazy, but
and so and it was no type
there
of
was nothing. There were no repercussions. Nothing happened.
What?
Like it just like after the fact, still hanging out, still being cool with these same people.
Did you, with that happening to you, did you grow some type of resentment towards your family or your mom or dad before that?
Yeah, for sure.
Because there are protectors, and if they're not protecting, I mean, to me, you have one job.
One, and you still allow this person to be around me and still allow us to all be around each other, and then no one do anything, no one like say anything, they just act like it didn't fucking happen.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm sorry that happened.
But
it's happened to so many of us. It happened to me, you know, and like I said, I realized like even to this day, some of the sexual things I like is a form of molestation. You know, like that secret little touch in the middle of the night. I like that. I didn't realize why I liked that. I like that because that was my first sexual experience. You know, someone in the night, slowly creeping up my leg, up my thigh, into my vagina. And I never put that together until I started doing this documentary. And it was like, wow, you know?
2 and 2, piecing everything together. And it's like, it's fucking crazy how shit like that works.
Yeah, no,
like,
it is. And
really.
But I think it's important for us to self-examine and understand why we are the way we are. Even, you know, I feel like that's probably another reason why I've had so much shame around sex too, is because of, you know, when it happened to me twice. And so I didn't tell my mom until the second time it happened, which was with someone different, you know? And I don't know, it's just, you know, I just think that, you know, we need to do a better job at protecting our children.
Absolutely.
I don't think that our children should be left with anyone until they're like 15 years old.
I don't care who it is.
You know, no spending the night, none of that.
Nope.
You know, and I think that we have to do a better job at, when it does happen, people having repercussions, you know?
And you actually be there for your child. Like, don't sit there and put the blame on them and call them fast and all of this shit. It's not me being fast. It's me being taken advantage of by someone who I thought loved me and cared for me and would protect me and shit. And they didn't. They just used my innocence and took it away. So
yeah. And so have you ever went to therapy for this or no?
No, I never went to therapy for it. I just kind of just
dealt with it, right? Me too. I've never been to therapy. I mean, I really didn't never know it affected me, really.
Right.
You know, until I started doing this documentary and kind of breaking things down, and even this Pussykat Chronicles, and just, you know, being more open around sex. I never knew how it affected, you know, me. And maybe I should go get some therapy. Maybe. I don't know. But I'm just like, it's COVID. I'm not doing therapy over the phone.
Like, bitch, I need to be fucking person.
No, if I'm not laying on someone's couch, it's not happening. So until they start letting that happen, then I'm not doing it, you know? But I do think that, as Black people, we all need therapy. I think,
hell yeah.
You know, just from slavery and the effects of slavery that has been passed down, transgenerational traumas, that we all should go to therapy. So I'm not, you know, against it. I definitely want to start,
but advocating for some therapy.
I'm definitely not gonna do it over the phone.
Yeah, no,
not doing
that's
Zooms.
Not happening.
Not doing Zoom therapies. I'm sorry.
And it's crazy how it's just such a common thing as well. Like, people's parents have went through the same shit. So
Absolutely.
It's like they're just so numb to the fact, and that it's just such a normalized thing that it's like, okay, like we're just gonna move past it. Act like it never happened.
My thing is, you know, I hate the way, like, even when they are prosecuted, they're not prosecuted the way they're supposed to be prosecuted.
To the fullest fucking extent.
You know? And it's like, people think that people are just drug addicts and this for no reason. No, that's the way they're dealing with their traumas.
How they cope with their trauma.
You know? And it's like, you're ruining someone's life. And they're getting away with doing 8 months in jail for ruining someone''s life, you know, and changing the trajectory of their life. You know,
they could have been this, they could have been that, but now they're just
hypersexual
or just addicted to drugs,
anything, or even a sex addict or anything.
Yes, they like so many negative effects and so many different avenues that people go and travel through because of the trauma that they've experienced. Like, it could really make or break somebody. Really can. Like, I had my own little like pill addiction in high school for about a year or so.
Damn. What was Xanax?
Xanax.
I knew it. I know it.
Like, it was bad. Luckily, I was able to shake it.
That was how you
was
able to cope. That's
because I was so like, and this was after my dad had passed too. He had passed towards the end of my freshman year.
Oh wow.
So I had all that happened, and then my dad passed away, and I was like, whoa, like,
can I get a cheers for survivors?
Cheers, man.
Yes, man. We are survivors, and we are strong, we're resilient, and we own our sexuality regardless of what the
fuck happens.
Okay?
And we are boss bitches, period.
Exactly. So on that note, guys, I know we got a little serious, but I think it's important.
It is.
And I want to, you know, so many times we shy away from the seriousness of what's going on in our community. And it's definitely something that needs to be talked about more, something that needs to be discussed. And, you know, another thing I want to say is, like, I even hate how they even do sexual education in school. I think that why don't they teach about sexual abuse and how to identify it? To me, that's the most thing you should be teaching a kid about, how to identify, because when it happens to you, you can't even identify what's happening to you
at all. You just think it's normal. You're like, oh, and go about your fucking day. But no.
But if you were being taught, look, this is grooming, this is this is that,
all these different terms, and
you will be able to identify it more and stop it in its tracks. And I just feel like, you know, it's definitely something that needs to be changed and addressed. Thank you guys for tuning in to another Pussykat Chronicles. And until next time, what's the deal? Keep it real, and we will see you soon. Cheers.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.